Hi everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy wonderful Wednesday. I am so glad to be back. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy whatever day you watch this, everyone. I am so glad to be back with you all. We're going to start off today actually with an affirmation. I really feel like we need to know good things is coming to us. I really feel like we need to know that. We need to know that good things are coming to us, that we're not just going through hard situations after hard situations after hard situations. I'm feeling this one. This one says, I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. Ooh. Let me repeat that one. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. Look at all these eyes. Yes, look at all these people watching us. Look at all these people seeing all the goodness that is within you. All the greatness that is within you. All the greatness that we haven't even seen yet. All these people are watching. All these people are seeing. All these assistants, all these ancestral guidance, all of them watching us, because, we going on these hard paths, and yes, we might feel alone, and yes, it might feel like a burden, but we do have some help. You see all these helpers, they seeing us, they watching us. Yeah, the haters is watching us, but our guides are too. You feel me? Like, yeah, I got an eye on you, but yeah, my ancestors got two eyes on you, my girl. We already know what's going on. It says, it is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna hold this one out, and we're gonna use this for our full moon reading for today. For this October 20th, last full moon in October, which means new moon and full moon was some stepping stones. They were allowing us to grow to be the best version of ourselves and to grow the deeper versions of ourselves, to awaken the divinity that's within us. Because as we awaken that divinity within us, it awakens the divinity within everyone else and the Creator itself. But let's get into this, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you all had a wonderful week so far, that you all are being safe. And let's get into this full moon in Aries. So when I think about this full moon, or when I think about full moons in general, I'm looking at it because I have my notebook. I take my notes. When I think about full moons mark an energetic high spot. So, we all working up to the brightest day. And this is the brightest day. The brightest night in the sky is usually the full moon. Unless it's like, an eclipse or something, then it's not bright. But yeah, they're the brightest moments. So this is more so like the biggest moment until a waxing moon comes. So until they fade away. So, we are all planting our goals, our seeds. We usually plant our new moon. We usually start to see sprouts and stuff right around now, full moon. So now we're seeing our sprouts. So now we're just, really think, is this everything that I wanted to do? Is this playing out how I wanted it to play out? Are these people really still, my friends, even after these new situations, these new pop-ups happen? Let's dive into it. So a full moon more so means things intensify or cultivate. So once we just said how when we plant a baby seed, it's in a seed, it starts to sprout, gets its little roots. And then when it pops up out the ground, pop up. That is where we are right now. We are at the moment of popping up and see, what I wanted to do a couple weeks ago is happening. And do I have the energy? Am I exerting myself the correct way? And is this really what I want to do now? So we're at this moment. So the moon represents cycles, represents sensitivity, represents how you respond instinctively. So How your stomach responds if someone asks you something. You say, yes, of course. But your stomach's like, girl. Instinctively. The moon is about healing. The moon is about learning to flow and feeling safe, emotionally secure. What makes you feel safe? What makes you feel secure? How do you express your emotions? What does that look like? These are some questions that we need to be thinking about when we are exploring this full moon in Aries. So since this full moon is in Aries and is in 28th degree, we know that it might be affecting our body, and we might be having more messages come through our body or breast. We also might be having, if anyone has any gas built up right in our chest. So the easiest thing for that is to do some deep breathing, deep belly breaths. Those will really help burst those gas bubbles. But 28th degree is about very nurturing, very home, very roots, very childlike, very childhood. So maybe childhood memories, maybe conversations with your moms might be happening. It's about your lineage, it's about your nourishment, what makes you feel safe, as well as your memories. So these are some times for us to be reflecting. Am I still that person? When this happened when I was 13 and now I'm going through a similar experience, am I going to act the same way? Like, these are some type of situations that's coming up because we are growing and we are maturing and we are reaching a higher level of consciousness. And that's just what we're supposed to do. This is just how things are supposed to go for us to grow and to be the best version of ourselves. So we already went through full moon, we already went through the moon, we already went through 28th degree, but let's talk about Aries. Aries is a very independent. Aries is cardinal. Aries says, I am. So this is, I don't want to say a battle between ego and emotions, but in a way, this is a battle between ego and emotions. How we present ourselves, how we showcase ourselves out in the world, and how our emotions or how our need for reassurance is battling with that, is merging with that. So Aries is very pioneering, is very independent. But this is more of a time when we are cultivating ourselves and understanding ourselves at a deeper level. It's time to get to know our family. It's time to get to know who we are from our family. What do we pick up? So these are the conversations we would need to be thinking about and what we would need to be having to best grow ourselves for this full moon, to best understand that we, as a singular entity, cannot change situations, that other situations impact us all the time. Our family impacts us. Our family instinctively impacts us, unconsciously impacts us. Things that we have picked up, habits that we have picked up from our families, we're now seeing in full play. And now it's just like, how can we still merge who we are, who we're growing to be, what we already know, who we already are? So when I think of this, or when I think of the full moon, I think of numerology. And for numerology, the number today is 8. And the number of today is 8. And I think about Scorpio in astrology. Scorpio means I circulate. And as a definition, because I love to come correct, circulate means to move or cause to move continuously or freely through a closed system or area. So cycles. So the moon has cycles, which you just said, from full moon to waxing. So it's a cycle. 8 is also about a cycle. It is continuous. It is transformational. So it looks like it's a singular entity, but it's connected by 2 bodies. It's realizing that the guidance and the help and assistance that we need is always around us, even if we feel alone, even if we feel burdened. So 8 is transformation. It's rebirth. It's a renewal. It's allowing the old to come in and the new to merge. And you say, what? I don't wear those clothes no more. That's not me. But I give them away to the Goodwill, the secondhand store, so I can get some new blessings that's coming in. That's saying I'm not really letting anything go that doesn't that didn't already serve its purpose because I know something greater is coming into me. That's what 8 says. 8 is a continuous balance, equal and give and take. We can't always be in relationships and be like, take, because someone gonna feel like, oh my goodness, someone is using me up. Maybe I really shouldn't be here. So they're gonna take their services and a good assistance somewhere else. So now look, we out of a friend. No. 8 is about the equal, the balancing between good, not even good, but between giving and taking. So we're going to call this the balancing act. It's the merging of talking and understanding yourself at a deeper level and others. So others could be people who you choose, 8th house. People could be people who you are, bloodline with. Who are they? How have they impacted you? Is this someone that you would like to be? Are these qualities that you would like to have? Are these qualities that you would not like to have? 8th also gives me strength and patience. It tells me that yes, this is a continuous process, but it does not mean that I am not learning something, that I am not growing, that I am standing still. 8 is telling us to be mindful of the energy that we are exerting, whether that's in relationships, overgiving people, whether that is in jobs, overgiving too much. Are you giving to yourself? Are you giving to your family? Are you checking in with your mental health? How are you doing? Are you a little burnt out? Let's check in with that. But when I think of 8, I really also think about the Strength card in tarot. So let's do some tarot readings. We're going to find out where the Strength card in the pile. We're going to read the 2 cards between that, because these are lessons that are going to assist us to be the best version of ourselves. So we already know that it says, I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. So we know we are including other people in our situation. And we really setting the tone, is this really me? Does this person really serve their purpose anymore? And if not, what are we going to do about that? How can we get through these situations? How can we? We must think about patience. We must think about where we want to go. We must think, how can we get there? The Strength is a very playful, but with wisdom. So playful wisdom. It gives me self-relief. So knowing thyself. Because if you know yourself, you're able to know, if you have the energy, can you do something? You want to know if your stomach hurt really a message, or is it just, your stomach hurting? It knows when to move cautiously, when to yell, when not to yell, when to cut somebody's head off, and when not to cut somebody's head off. Okay, go Strength. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Yeah. So I'm not gonna read the back yet. So we got 10 of Sticks upright. We have Strength in the middle, and we have reversed Courting. So let me show you this, so we can all see what's going on. All right, so we see Strength is upright, and we see 10 of Sticks is upright, and we see that Courting is reversed. So this is just something that we need to really work on in balance. Which, imbalances just means something we got to work on. These are character builders. These ain't my girl. This is a lesson. These are opportunities for us to reach the best, the highest version of ourselves, period. So once again, Strength is a very playful and has wisdom. Look at this girl. You feel me? She holding them up a goddamn. She is holding a dangerous big old cat. She's just like, you know what, Mr. Wildcat, I'ma hold you, and I know you ain't gonna bite me. He's just like, Yes, ma'am. I'm not gonna bite you. She knew it in her heart. She said, you know what? I'm gonna take the calculated risk because I know myself and I know my abilities. And I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold a untamed animal. Untamed animal. I'm going to work with you because I know exactly what's going on, because I have the strength in myself and I have the faith in myself and my creator. Strength is letting me know that it's about self-relief. She didn't hesitate. She really knew herself. She knew that she can hold and be surrounded by an animal that looks fearful, but an animal nonetheless that was here as a messenger. Send as a messenger to her. Send as a messenger to her. So we see strength is between two cards. The first card is lovers. The first card is courting. And this is called the Hoodoo Tarot. It is Hoodoo version of tarot. So instead of saying the lovers, they say courting. And when you do dating, courting is just like, trying to get to know the person. Hey, ma'am, can I get to know your name? All that good stuff. Dating is just like, we official, we boyfriend, girlfriend, we like in it to win it, been it, like they like that. And courting is just like, are you playing your cards right? Are you following the ethics? Are you following the ethics? What does that look like? What does that look like? I'm sorry, I just really wanted to add some more information about the 8. What do you want that to look like? Since it's being reversed, maybe you have a lack of faith, a lack of trust in the situations that you are currently in. But we need to see this as a way of allowing us to grow our faith and our trust within ourselves and within the divine itself. You see, there are 2 people here. There's 1 person here. So it's telling us that we are growing, that we are expanding, that we need other people. And it's letting us know that through other people, we grow our deepening to our faith. We grow our deepening to our trust. We grow our really deep understanding to giving our attention and to review the choices that we are currently making. What choices are you making? Are they really for your best interests at heart? Who is around? Are they benefiting off of you? Are they putting in the hard work as you? Are they helping you when you feel overburdened? 10 of Sticks says, 6 is about our primal energy. It's about our power, our authority. It's about our passion. This woman right here is walking up, is walking up a steep hill to find a very rare herb. You see, she has all these tools on her back, all these sticks on her back, and she also has these flowers in her cane. So she is doing this by herself. She might feel overburdened. She might feel like she is on this mission and all these challenges keep on coming and keep on following through, but this is allowing her to become a stronger person. It's allowing her to level up. It's allowing her to get what she needs, so when she has what she needs, she don't got to come back out. My question for you is, where are we overextending or overburdening ourselves? What area of life are we? Which area of our life are we doing that? Which area in our life are we doing that? Which area in our life are we not listening to the messages that our heart is telling us, that our body is telling us? We are so close to completing the task. We are so close to witnessing a new adventure. And you can do it. I know you can do it. Keep the faith alive. Keep your trust alive. Your faith and your trust allows you to be more connected, more in relationship with the divine, to receive and be, to know that I am not alone, to know that these situations, these challenges are allowing me to be the best version of myself, and is allowing you all to be the best version of yourselves as well. As you grow and elevate, the divine does as well. Back of the deck, Ace of Sticks. Like I said, when we understand ourselves better, when we understand others better, we are able to step into the glory, step into making ourselves stronger, step into a level up, be able to take and deliberately tell people how and where we need assistance. Telling people that we need help. So when we tell people we need help, it allows us to take some time off. It allows us to rejoice in who we are. It allows us to enjoy this ending. Say, yeah, you know what? I'm coming to a hard situation. It's a slow come to it. It's a slow come to an end. But you know that this situation is for the greater in the end. This situation leads to new opportunities that we have never seen before. Energies that we have never even dealt with before. Authorities and power figures that we have never even seen and dealt before. And it's just asking us to be open. It's asking us, do we trust what we are being given? Do we trust what's being shown to us? Do we trust who these people really saying they are? Do we trust it? Do we trust it? The 8th is about renewing. Strength is about knowing that, you know what, I can't do this alone. Knowing that, hey, what's being really said to me is really being said to me. And trusting yourself. How can you grow a deeper trust, a deeper relationship with yourself? How can you? Spirit, how can we grow a deeper faith and trust to ourselves and the divine and to others? How can we do it? Thank you. Stop being so hesitant. Yep, stop being so hesitant. Things are really shown right in our face. Yeah, things are really shown right in our face and we're missing them. We're saying, you know, that's really not it. That's really not it. Maybe it is it. That's really not it. That's really not it. It actually is it. Things are shown right into our face. There is a literal hand in our face. There are literal guides right here watching us saying, you know what, you are not alone. You just feel alone. But this is allowing you to hear our messages clearly. Refrain says, this is happening for me, not to me. Strength says, I have the strength to do it. This is happening for me, not to me. These obstacles allow me to find an inner strength and inner wisdom within myself and to use it to my advantage. Strength is about courage. Strength is about knowing that, you know, going through these hard situations, going through tough situations, going through endings that feel like I can't move. I'm sad. I'm dying. Everything is falling apart. But it's knowing that luck is really on your side. Knowing that this situation, just trusting and keeping moving and keeping circulating and keeping allowing the renewal of self to happen, it grows your courage. Not just to when obstacles come, you're like, you know what, I know I got this. I got this. No. When situations come and your faith come, you know what, how can I know they got me? Because of these situations right now. Courage says, let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. To courageously take the steps that are shown. To courageously take the steps that are shown. Messages are being dropped literally left and right to you when you're out in nature, when you're around people who make you feel nurtured, when you're around situations that make you feel nurtured, when you're around things that you like to do when you were a child. So maybe you like to watch often. Maybe you like to look at old pictures. Maybe you like to think about your grandma. When you think about her, the messages is dropping. She's sending you messages. And my thing is, are you paying attention? Butterflies are around you. Birds are around you. You randomly hear, caw now. Sweetheart, that bird been going off for 2 months. Have you been listening? You know, suddenly all these birds are around me. All I see is birds. My girl, thank you for listening. You paying attention, they said. You're paying attention. When you start to notice the little bits of feathers, the little bits of bird. Oh, look at that. I said feathers and there go feathers right there. Falling off of a bird. Literal messages. When these feathers are seen, are shown to you, say, you know, I accept this message from the universe. Say it out loud. Say it with your full chest. Let them know I'm not scared because I know that you are around me and I know that you all want the best for me. Last but not least, signs, my girl. We just said this. We just said this. To find out to find and test, are these signs really for me? Go into meditation. What does meditation look like for you? What does sitting down, being calm look like for you? That's, as you are calm, it's allowing you to be connected, be reconnected to the divine. Allow the divinity to flow within you. Allow those messages to come to you. Allow these clear thoughts, these discernment awakeners, these character builders to come to you, to bless you, to relieve some of this stress, to relieve some of this burdens that you have. Back of the deck, grounding. We are not grounding ourselves. We are not grounding ourselves. We are burning ourselves out, and our body is going to let us know that, hey, you know what? I need to take some breaks. What does taking a break look like for you? How do you incorporate taking a break into your schedule? By next time I do a new one reading, I want to see the comments on how you've been grounding yourself. What does grounding look like to you? What does home look like to you? What does nurturing look like to you? Grounding is nurturing your essence. Nurturing your essence. When we aren't nurturing our essence, we aren't able to hear the messages. We aren't aware to hear the messages, and we aren't conscious enough to hear the message. And now this is our time to reflect, to retreat to inner self, to retreat to inner wisdom, to grow our relationship and our deepening to the divinity, the creator, your elevated dead, your spirit, your guides. Grounded says, many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Allowing ourselves to nurture ourselves, our being, all parts of ourselves, allows us to grow our strengths and to grow our areas of opportunities or challenges. These situations are not happening to me. They're happening for allowing me to go to be the best version of myself.